Special occasions like Valentine's, go to 1-800-Flowers.com. A dozen assorted roses, $19.99, or upgraded 2 dozen assorted roses, $10 more, 1-800-Flowers.com. Enter the code HERD. All right, we call it every day at this time, best for last.
After almost 3 hours, Colin apparently hasn't gotten to the point yet. Quit holding out on us, cowherd. It's the best for last.
These are who I believe the top 10 players in the Super Bowl. Everybody has their lists, and I'll give you my top 10. I'll start with Tom Brady.
Number 1.
Yeah, his passer rating in the last 7 playoff games is 104. He has not been sacked. He gets rid of the ball too fast. His ability to make adjustments pre-snap, I think, is the greatest, along with Peyton Manning, in the history of the league. He's a 4-time Super Bowl MVP and will overwhelmingly control, win or lose, this football game.
Number 2.
Aaron Donald led the NFL in sacks with 20.5, and he's an interior defensive lineman. That's never happened before. It's the most sacks ever for an interior defensive lineman. Now, where he's a notch below Brady, 0 sacks in 2 playoff games so far this season.
Number 3.
Todd Gurley's a remarkable generational talent. Rams are 9-0 this year, including the playoffs, when he has 75-plus yards rushing. The downside is he's had fewer than 20 carries in 7 of his last 8 games. But he's had a 2-week stretch to get healthy. He is an excellent pass catcher. He's a blocker and a runner. He is a remarkable talent. The question, of course, is he healthy? I'm just going to put him at 3 as one of the 10 best players.
Number 4.
Stephon Gilmore, highest-rated cornerback in the entire NFL by PFF, Pro Football Focus. Used to be a Buffalo Bill, and they were able to spend big and go get him. Belichick has always been a great defensive back coach. He's the reason they got into last year's Super Bowl, that great play end of the game against Jacksonville, and I think he has had his best year as an NFL player.
Number 5.
Shaq Mason, he's the best guard right now in the NFL. Mason's one of those guys that, because of New England, Brady's behind him, because of Gronk, he's just never going to get credit. Played at Auburn. He's been an absolute number 1 rated guard in the NFL by Pro Football Focus this season. A really good player who had his best year as a New England Patriot.
Number 6.
I think Trey Flowers is another classic overlooked New England Patriot. He's had a sack in 3 straight games. Again, Aaron Donald is not getting to the quarterback in the playoffs. Trey Flowers has been unbelievable in key spots against the Chargers, in key spots against Kansas City. Trey Flowers is their most dependable pass rusher, and for a big, he is really lightning quick.
Number 7.
Another former Bill, Robert Woods, has had more than 70 receiving yards in 11 of 18 games this year, including the playoffs. He's also an excellent blocker, a willing blocker, incredibly coachable, good after the catch. He's a really special player. A couple of weeks ago, Troy Aikman said he's as good as any receiver out there. I don't know if he is or not, but I'll tell you this. He's got a little Hines Ward. He'll block, catch underneath. You can have him go deep. He's a great player.
Number 8.
Julian Edelman. I know. You look at him and you think, really? I'm sorry, but Marcus Peters, I can't trust. You know who I can trust? Julian Edelman. He is incredibly productive. He leads the NFL in receiving yards this postseason with 250. Second most playoff catches, 105 in NFL history. Listen, man, quick matters just as much as fast. It's a 3-step drop league. So it used to be fast mattered, but in the NFL now, quick is as important as fast, and Edelman's a monster.
Number 9.
Andrew Whitworth, one of the top 4 or 5 offensive linemen in the NFL. I think it's the most overlooked Les Snead move as GM of the Rams. He had Jared Goff, not an overly mobile guy, and they went and got Whitworth from Cincinnati. He was a Pro Bowler there. He has been an absolute rock for them since he's arrived. A world-class locker room guy, left tackle for the Rams.
Number 10.
Jared Goff. I don't want to hear Jared Goff can't play. He just became the youngest quarterback in NFL history to lead a game-winning drive to go to the Super Bowl. Second half in the NFC Championship. He had 183 passing yards, touchdown, and 111 passer rating in the toughest place in the NFL to play. Jared Goff can play. He can spin it. Got a great arm. That out route, his best throw is throwing to the sidelines. Beautiful touch on deep balls. Now, some of the stars didn't make it. Gronk didn't make it. I don't think he's a great player. I think he can make a great play. Ndamukong Suh, Marcus Peters are hot and cold to me. Brandon Cooks, again, not as dependable as a Robert Woods or a Julian Edelman. James White, Aqib Talib, just Aqib Talib I would put at number 11. By the way, according to the LA Times reporter Brad Turner, Lakers got a hold of Dell Demps, the GM of the Pelicans, and they have included, Lakers have offered Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Zubac, and a number 1 pick. So the Lakers have essentially offered everybody. The Lakers, according to Brad Turner, have offered everybody, and they're waiting for a call back from the Pelicans. By the way, get your free credit scorecard today, even if you're not a Discover customer. Includes your FICA credit score. Won't hurt your credit. Learn more at discover.com/credit scorecard. Limitations apply. Speak for yourself. Coming up next.